Hello, my name is Scott Thompson. I am an instructor here at Broadway Family Karate. Today's video tutorial will be on the double side kick from the close stance. It's one of our techniques in our black belt pattern. So we're going to go ahead and begin by just a quick overview of the lead leg side kick from the L stance. Just a quick review of the very basics of the lead leg side kick before we add the double and then we close up the stance. So we're going to go ahead and start getting into a good L stance, both knees bent. I said you want most of that weight shifted towards the back leg. You're going to go ahead and take your front knee, pull it towards your back shoulder as you are pivoting that back foot, rotating it towards the back of the room, kicking straight out in the line, pulling the toes back, striking with the heel of your foot. Okay, turn on to the sides, from the angle, good L stance, weights on the back leg. Okay, pull into a good chamber for the back shoulder, pivot the back foot, kick straight out, pulling the toes back, striking with the heel. Okay. Practice, get pretty good with that, with the balance for the lead leg side kick. And we're going to go ahead and look at it from a closed stance. And then we're going to go ahead and add a second kick. So we're going to start feet together. I mean, this closed stance is just like that. It's very, very easy. Real quick, let's go ahead and look at the hands because we actually have a rather unique way to hold our hands as we are doing the side kick. Like cup and saucer. So I am kicking with my right leg to the side. So I'm actually going to chamber on the opposite hip. Okay, the opposite hand is going to be down. The other hand is going to be up top. So this is my saucer and this is my cup. So this is how you know it's a side kick when you see the cup and saucer. Keeps my hands out of the way, secure right here. So with the side kick from the closed stance, we are actually kicking along. I'm going to go and kick to the front first to go ahead and show you, then we'll start to the side. So I've got my cup and saucer on my back hip. I'm going to go ahead and chamber. It's a little shorter chamber because, like I said, my feet are together. I do want to try to get a pivot of the back leg. And this first kick, we're actually going to go ahead and keep it about knee high. So the kick is actually going to be pretty low for a side kick. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up into that chamber, up, kick, and then retract, and then step back down into my closed stance. So I'm here, okay, come up, kick, back, retract, and then back down. I do, just like in a regular side kick, I want to pull my toes back and strike with the heel. So here, closed stance, cup saucer, okay, looking towards my target. I'm going to go ahead and chamber my front leg, lead leg, pivot the back, okay, side kick, knee high. Okay. Go ahead and practice this, okay, nice and slow, okay. Difficult thing from kicking from the closed stance is balance. With the L stance, you have a little more stability. With that closed stance, a little bit more difficult. So really kind of practice that. Once you feel comfortable kicking that single kick out of the closed stance, nice and low, about knee high, we're going to go ahead and add a second side kick. And this one's going to be about belt high. The important thing to remember is after your first kick low, you want to go ahead and come back to your chamber position before you do the second kick, belt high. Same thing, out of the closed stance, we've got the cup and saucer. The big thing, balance. So start off nice and slow, just kind of practice. Okay, come up into that chamber, kick low, come back into your chamber position, kick belt high, bring it in and set it down. Okay? And just here and there. Okay? So I'm going knee and then belt. Cup and saucer, close stance. Okay. Good chamber, low, and then belt. Okay. Practice those nice and slowly. Instead, work on your balance. Once you feel fairly comfortable with those in the air, we can work those on a target. Now I do want to note a few things distance-wise with the double side kick. The distance for that first kick, the low kick, is actually a lot shorter than the distance for the belt high kick. So when your partner's holding this at the distance for you to kick, the low kick, they're actually really close for the belt high kick. So you'll notice that once you get this on a shield, that you may have to reach just a little bit for that kick, but have plenty of distance for the belt high kick. So watch the power on the belt high kick, because it will have a little bit more power, because the distance, you have a little more distance, more range with the kick. So let's go ahead and take a look at this on a target. Now you get resistance, a little bit of pushback from the target, so the balance is actually even a little bit harder on the target. You notice how Mr. Booker is holding the shield. He is holding it nice and low. He is holding it by the handles, so he doesn't have the best grip on the shield. So be nice, especially with the belt high kick, that you're not just drilling your partner, because it's not the best hold for the shield. But the shield is nice and low, so I can get down here for the knee, and then up here for the belt. So I'm going to go ahead, close stance. Okay, got my cup and saucer. Make sure I've got it right. There's my saucer, there's my cup. Okay, and I'm just going to go ahead and real slow, I'm just going to touch my target, make sure I'm at a good distance. That looks good. So I've got my close stance. Okay, got my distance. I'm really just going to start and just go nice and slow through the kicks. Really just working on that balance and working on a good retraction back to my chamber position after that first kick. Okay, cup the saucer, get a good pivot, low. Work on the balance, that's the hard part, like I said. Okay, come up and come there. Okay, low and belt. Nice and slow, really just work the balance. 1, 2, okay? Make sure you come into your retraction, okay? If you just kick and then just kind of twitch and kick a second time, that does not count, okay? You have to come all the way back into your chamber before you do the second kick. Okay, once you practice that, your balance is okay, you're finding the targets, go a little bit harder. Do be careful on that top kick, like the belt high kick, because you're at a good close distance. Cup and saucer, got my closed stance. I'm going to go ahead and come up into my chamber position, kick low, kick high, and back down. So one more time, okay? Cup and saucer, closed stance, knee high, belt. Thanks, sir. Very good. Practice, 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 practice. Practice it in the air. Go nice and slow. As you work this kick a few times, your balance will increase greatly. This is a really good kick to work on your balance. That is our video tutorial for today. The double side kick from the closed stance. Thank you very much for watching.